I'm thinking is I should swap these drinks around. I don't really want to drink none of my real. Definitely too much for me, but I want to see if Sugar knows.
Did you bring me fucking drink?
This is how we gang.
An upset, are we?
An upset, are we? Which is all good. I know you a long time. It's like, you know, I'm a Liverpool supporter, you're a Man United supporter.
It's just, I'm not living, it's just, I'm disappointed.
That's fine, that's
because
fine.
when I seen the team sheet today, I was happy. I think most United fans were happy because Fred wasn't on the team. Personally, I like Fred. I know he gets a lot of stick, but he got dropped. So you had Pogba, he was in the middle. The team looked like it was set up to win, and it was an attacking team.
Yeah.
So I'm at work. I had the chance just to watch this. I had to watch the first half at work, and Villarreal scored, and I'm like, now you got the 2 blocks in, and we're going to have trouble.
Yeah.
When we got the goal, I thought, okay, here we go. Now we're going to push on.
Game on.
We've done it all season. We pushed on in the second half, and we've been the better team in the second half most times. I think Ole could have made a few changes. Didn't happen, but it's very, for me, I'm not an Ole outer. I'm an Ole in, and I respect.
You're not a fan.
Ole to me is a legend, right? So you can sit here all day and dissect the game, but at the end of the day, Villarreal set up in the right way. United got the goal and they kind of sat back a little bit and let Villarreal come back into the game. And I thought, fuck, this doesn't look good at all. And they had chances. Rashford looked a little bit off his game, but you got to play Rashford, you know, because he has that.
He's a threat.
He has that in him.
Yeah.
Greenwood was maybe on the side, didn't really do much, but again, you got that threat. Cavani's always going to. He had that header that hit the defender. And, you know, in European Cup finals, have you had, when you see a header going in like that and it hitting the defender, you start feeling that it's not your day.
Not your day.
But when it went to extra time, I was thinking, okay, we have them now. We're in extra time, but then after the first 5 minutes of extra time, I was starting to think we're dead on our feet.
Yeah, long season.
I don't want to make excuses, but
no, it's okay, man.
The thing is, the English Premier League, a long season, United had a lot of games. A lot of the players looked like they were out of steam.
Yeah, and that's okay because
Luke Shaw was playing really well. He was getting down the wing,
whipped in a lot of good crosses.
The final ball was basically a killer.
Yeah.
But you just couldn't see the goal coming, and the second half of extra time, it kind of petered out as a game because Villarreal, they were playing exactly the way they wanted. The tactics were right. The 2 blocks of 4 were there. United couldn't break them down.
Yeah.
And I was thinking penalties. And like I said, the guys. But if you can't beat Villarreal over 90 minutes...
If you're a professional team and you know that they're going to set in, you should be able to break that down.
That's fair, but I feel...
It's tough as well.
I feel Ole gets a lot of stick as well. And
I think
there was a moment that we had at the end of extra time where I thought Ole might have a Van Gaal moment and say, I'm going to switch the keeper.
Oh, Jesus.
And I'm going to put on Dean Henderson because De Gea has saved Man United so many times, and
he's underproved himself.
He's a legend.
He's underproved
but
himself.
He's always been pretty poor at penalties, and in hindsight, could he have made that change and brought on Henderson and say, okay, go for it. It's harsh, but in hindsight, it's something that. But it's harsh, but it's something that's gone through my head.
Nah, I wouldn't overthink it, man.
I would have went with that.
Yeah, that's outrageous. Fucking mad.
But I don't blame De Gea.
No.
For what happened.
You can't draw a whole season down to one game.
No,
I think Ole had his job secure winning second place in the league.
Well, second place as a United fan just isn't good enough, and that's
It's
I have
not.
to say that.
But in that season that just went past,
He had a great season.
You know, it was a bit of a bonkers
The season petered out a wee bit. They lost, or they didn't lose games. The draw at Everton
they
was a
secured
massive.
second place in enough time, I think.
The
where it
draw
was
at
like,
Everton.
okay.
But when I started supporting Man United, one of the major trophies that I first remember them ever winning was the Cup Winners' Cup. And
Great
it was
trophy, great
Steve
trophy.
Bruce and Mark Hughes.
Yeah.
And Mark Hughes scored a fucking cracker.
That was a great trophy.
Against Barcelona. And
Yeah, great.
that just
Cracking goal.
That had me
By the way.
addicted to Man United.
Yeah.
And but
I
to
remember that goal.
to get into that, it was the Crystal Palace game where Ian Wright come on the pitch, scored a few, and that was Ferguson's first real trophy that kept him in a job, basically.
100%, yeah.
And they went on, they won the Cup Winners' Cup. I remember playing Gaelic football at home and going down the road to Carrick and saying to the boys, we just beat Legia Warsaw. I mean, then it was Montpellier, and then it was Petsy Munkas. And you were so excited as a kid. I'll never forget, because my uncle Patsy, he lived in England for years, and Leeds United won the league. The last ever league, Barclays League, the big one. They won it. And it was devastating.
Harold Wilkinson.
But it was
They went
devastating.
for head-to-head with Man United, and that was a great Leeds team.
But it was
Gary
devastating.
McAllister, Gary Speed, David Batty.
It was
good,
Chapman,
great
Lee
team.
Chapman. Lee Chapman was
Lee Chapman, yeah.
But I'll always remember that day, and I thought that was the worst day of my life at the time.
Wow.
But I remember my uncle Patsy saying on the phone, "There'll be next
You
season."
were on the up, though. You were on the up.
But you never know that. But
I
the
know.
The next season, they just
I
went
remember
on.
that.
They went on to greater things.
And that's good for Leeds, though. That was a great battle between Leeds and Man United.
But we've never
That
been
was-
great on shootouts. I know we've won a Champions League in shootouts, but I've also seen
I
them
fucking hate them.
go
Hate
out
them.
of cups and shootouts, and they're
Hate
really
them.
poor.
But tell me this: what should United deserve tonight?
No, Villarreal. Listen, I'll hold my hands up. Villarreal deserved to win. In extra time, there should have been a few more changes made. Like, fucking not. Vampire Emery made a few changes.
Fair enough.
If you're looking at this tonight and you're looking at Villarreal, as a United fan, you're coming in and you're thinking, well, we have this. But there was too much talk as well. I never liked too much talk in the paper talk saying this is the way Ole gets his trophy. He moves on. Ole might not have got this trophy, but I still believe Ole is the way to go. Who else do you bring in?
Fair point.
So Pochettino, they wanted to bring Pochettino in. Pochettino went in a two-horse race and finished fucking.
Do you think those
what?
players play harder? Do you think those players play harder if they're sitting in fifth spot in the Premier League?
Well, Chelsea are sitting fourth.
Chelsea
And they're in the
Premier League.
Champions League and have every much
No,
ability
what I'm
to win.
saying is, tonight's game, does United play harder if they're sitting in fifth? They know they're in the Champions League next year.
Oh,
They're gonna win
no.
This.
No, you're completely United. This was any European trophy is a major trophy. It's not a. They run out. They just didn't have the. They're running out of steam. You could see it towards the end of the season.
With the Premier League caught up on the
But
legs.
as I'm told by most Liverpool fans, we only finished 5 points behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did, because we've run
I
out of
told him
steam.
that.
I'll congratulate Villarreal deserved.
They won penalties, that's
won
it. They won
But still,
penalties.
they won it, and fair play to them, man. It was their first ever. There's not like a team to win their first ever European.
Yeah,
trophy.
I like that. I like that.
If
side.
United
I like that side of it. I like that
didn't
side. of it.
finish, top four of the Premier League, number second.
Oh, then that's different. That's
You know
different.
what I mean?
That's a fucking
and they're a
different.
Champions League spot, and Villarreal get
United are
the
playing
Champions League
differently.
spot out tonight. United didn't deserve the win. They should have won it on the pitch.
Nobody ever remembers the team that finished top four that season and got Champions League. People always remember when
The
you
winner.
go on to
Trophy.
Wikipedia and you look at who won a European trophy. That's where it is.
Trophy. I hear
It
it.
doesn't say
Fair
they
point.
finished third.
They
in the
played
league or
great.
second in
They
the
played
league
great.
and won and great. They got Champions League
Yeah,
football.
fair
It's
point.
trophies. It's it's silverware. I have Arsenal fucking friends, man, and they blow my mind.
But it's
One of them told me that they win a trophy every year, and he said, "I said what trophy?" And he said, "We won the Charity Shield." I swear to fuck.
No,
But
man,
but
as
you know
a
what I mean,
neutral,
though? It's a
I've
fair
never-
point.
As an outsider, I've
But
never.
silverware is what
It's
makes.
silverware.
When you look back in history, you look at what you won. You don't look at, oh, I qualified for the Champions League. It's irrelevant. Again, I'll bring it back to the Cup Winners' Cup. And I'm sure there's loads of fucking United kids out there.
I want to change.
Loads of United kids out there that have fathers that are massive United fans. And these kids are sitting watching this game tonight. And they're living their father's life as a Man United fan. The biggest, this is their first time seeing Manchester United in Europe. Do you think them kids can sleep tonight or going to be upset? They're going to be devastated. Because kids, it means I'm bad, but for kids it means the world. It's the biggest thing, and it sets you up. It sets you up as a football fan.
So I have a question for you.
I
have a question for you. Are you going to give your kid a participation trophy?
Never. Why would I? Because she's going to be a winner. That's just what happened. But you know what I mean? I played not a great level of soccer, but participation doesn't matter. You need a win. You got to win. Winning is what.
No participation trophies. I'm not going to tell my kids about participation trophies. And if somebody tries to give my kids participation trophies, I don't want to throw them out.
Scott McTominay has been
just there's something there.
Something United captain.
Okay. So there's something there.
He's the ability. I really think that he does.
Okay. You're not the force.
And that's not even coming from the heart. That's just coming from
practical.
What he can do.
Yeah.
And tonight I seen him push through the middle many times.
I think he's a good player, man.
He's energetic. He reminds. It's because he's Scottish. I'm bringing up Fletcher, but I think he's a great.
He's a good player, man.
And Fergie endorsed him as well, so I can't really.
Yeah.
As a United fan, you look at teams that you've watched and you've won everything, and there's always you have your superstars, but you have that nucleus of your team, like the Jordan Henderson type guy. And like
just fucking nailed it down.
Fletcher was that type 100%. Of utility players. John O'Shea, what about him?
Super.
Probably super. Greatest.
Because he played like 800 positions.
And even Nets, he probably would have saved one of them penalties, right? I always thought about Suarez was fucking. He was an animal, but he's a savage.
He's a savage. And he's a player. I understand why people hate him. Like you were captain.
He's the type of player
you want on your team.
No, you hate him if he's not playing for you, but you love him if he is playing.
Of course.
Everybody wants a fucking lunatic.
He wants it.
He's never bigger. Eric's the king.
But.
They're two.
The fucker was
Suarez and Cantona are two different players.
No, but I'm saying
they're the same. I get the Aurora.
They push the buttons.
But Suarez was just a million mile an hour. Cantona had this majestic thing about him.
Could you imagine to get it?
But he also played with Mark Hughes, and Mark Hughes just complimented him because Mark Hughes could just hold up. Three trunks for legs.
One of the strongest players ever.
Cusey was, and Cusey should like if you're picking Premier League, and it hurts. How can you not have Mark Hughes in there? What a fucking player! Went to Barcelona, back to United, won a fucking Cup Winners' Cup with United, won the leagues.
You don't have to convince me, man.
But I'll always remember as a kid,
one of the strongest footballers I've ever seen.
But as a kid with Brian Robson, the Brian Robson one always sticks with me because. Everybody, when Shearer used to score, he'd do this. But that was the Robbo thing. When I was a kid and Robbo would score, that was the fucking
Robbo was a very special player.
I would compare Stevie G more to Keane than I would Brian Robson.
Fair enough.
Because
Stevie G was in shit teams.
But I'll always remember seeing Stevie G. The first time I ever seen him. And it didn't come from me, it came from one of my friends, Steve McQueen. This guy could play football, and Steve said to me, he says, I've just seen the next Roy Keane.
Super player.
And that was just from day one. And I think we beat just 1-0 back and free kick that day or something.
It killed me in the sense, like, if he played for Man United, hand on heart, I'd have the same opinion. For me, as a football fan, not a Liverpool fan, the fucker could do everything.
The reason Gerrard and Keane are very similar to me, because I've had
the will to
the Roy Keane moment I had, obviously, is Turin. right?
Ben.
So I'm working in the city, in New York City, and
Gerard and Milan.
my whole
What the
family, Man United fans.
Yeah.
Liverpool are 3-0 down. I get on the fucking train. I don't even watch Liverpool in the Champions League final. Fuck that.
No, I get it.
But
I get it.
I get a text from my brother. He says 3-0
What the
down.
fuck?
Liverpool 3-0 down, and I'm fucking delighted. I'm getting on the train like this is fucking great. I can't wait to get to the bar.
Yeah.
So I step off the train and I get a text from my brother. He says, "I've just seen a Roy Keane moment." And when I seen that, I knew Liverpool were winning that game.
Fucking scream my head out.
And I went in and played "You'll Never Walk Alone" and give me an awful bit of a kick.
I know, yeah, it's okay.
I remember fucking Celtic fans telling me the Rangers are dead. And I said, why would you want them to die? You need them.
We need them.
You need them.
Honey.
I need Liverpool Football Club in my life.
course you
So
do.
I can fucking enjoy it.